we are excited to be here today. We're talking about Unhackable Movie, and I have with me some very special guests. In fact, I'm going to have them introduce themselves right away. Sophie, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm Sophie Gardiner. I'm a screenwriter, and I've been working on the Elixir Project screenplay with you, Kerry, and it's been great. It's fantastic.
I love it. I love it. And I love your accent. Your accent is amazing. So anytime you need to do a film, you need to have a foreign accent. I'm just saying it helps. So you can mute yourself now, and then let's talk to Sarah. Sarah, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. So I'm a film festival founder of the Prindy Film Fest, which just wrapped on its 6th year. And I'm also a screenwriter. So I've been a working screenwriter now for, I think, getting close to 15 years. So a long time, and recently branching a bit into directing and some other things. So I think, Carrie, when we first connected, I had joined AAE. And I reached out with a question because I was originally supposed to be on a film shoot at the same time as I was launching my book. So I reached out to say, do these things, what goes into the book launch? What do I need to do with the filming? And that's how we kind of connected, talking about film production and getting into this amazing screenplay based on your book that Sophie, helped adapt. And it just kind of went from there. So yeah, it's been a great experience.
Love it. Love it. Sophie, I'd love for you, Sarah and I will meet ourselves, but I'd love for you to share, first of all, how we met, because I think that that's powerful. A lot of times people say, how does this even happen? You write a book and how does this even happen? So I'll mute myself. Sarah, you do that too. And then Sophie, tell how we met and how you read Elixir and the next steps.
Okay, it's quite beautiful actually. I was listening on YouTube to Nightingale, and you were a suggested video just after that. So I've been listening to your watching your videos for quite a while, about a year or so, until one day you made a video called "What do you do when no one is watching?" And that really touched me, and that was the first time that I actually contacted you, and we spoke. We did an interview for Inside the Writer's Bubble, which is my website, and it went well. And out of the blue, I read your books, and I wanted to read the next one, and I wanted to read your first fiction book, which was the Elixir Project. And from page 1, I knew it was going to be a film. It could be made into a film. So I didn't think. I did what I call a quantum decision. I straight away wrote the first page of the screenplay from the book, and I sent it to you, and I said, well, have you ever thought, and I didn't know you wanted to make a movie out of it, but have you ever thought to make it into a screenplay? And you said, go ahead. And that's what I did. And we did it together. We had, it took quite a long time, because obviously it's very hard to make the screenplay out of a book where you've got so many details and where the characters are much more explored. In a film, you need to go straight to the action, and we had to make some hard choices. That's when we met Phil Clark, the first consultant that we had, and then Sarah. And Sarah helped us to make these hard choices and to make this, what I think, this fantastic screenplay now. I think it's summarize how we met and how we did it.
I love that. That is so cool. It was quite a journey, because my prayer all the time was, I want this to be a movie, but it just wasn't working. Meaning the book came out and then I tried to push, and I have no connections in Hollywood other than the Shawshank Redemption. But it's something that you have to keep believing. People just start coming out of the woodwork when you don't give up. Let's talk about that, Sophie, because you know, you're going to a film festival and you're a screenwriter teacher, and some of this is just, you just keep moving forward. Every lead, you just keep pushing. Let's talk about some of that.
Well, I think it's for everything in life anyway. You can't take no in business for an answer. It's just a delay. You know, you have no. It could become a yes, or it could be a better yes after. So I think it was Sylvester Stallone that said, you know, you get 100 no's for one yes. And that's what I think is, you don't, you know, you don't give up. You just take the no as a normal part of the process without questioning your ability or your talents. Maybe at the beginning of the process, it's always what we did, Kerry, when we were not sure we were doing the right thing. We contacted other people, other experts, Phil Clark, Sarah, and they gave us their expertise and say, well, this is something where you need to look at and to work on. And we did that, and we listened to the experts. But once we're happy with what we've got, which is the case now. We've been working for quite a long time. I think the no's are sometimes maybes, or sometimes it's about timing as well. But it's important for me anyway to keep the magic. The same way that I met you, Kerry, through a video. It's crazy when you think about it, because that video, what do you do when no one is watching? No one was watching me when I heard it, and I was actually working. And I thought, wow, how did you know? It was quite kind of magic. And if you put some magic in your everyday life like that, always hoping that something magical is going to happen, an encounter like John, Elizabeth, and all the people, Luke, that we've met so far. People are not there to stop you doing your dreams. They're actually there to help you. It's an attitude. Everything is about attitude. And yes, when it's tough, it's normal. It's part of it. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well,
I think.
And what I love too, Sophie, is that video that I made, that was just some random video one day. I mean, you know, people need to realize, like, I didn't even know a screenwriter, but what I did is I just said, I'm going to create content. And so I created content online, and that's the video that connected us. And when Sophie said she was a screenwriter, I'm just going to be honest, because sometimes we doubt ourselves. And I had gone through so many years of silence with the Elixir Project in terms of the movie, that in my cynical heart at that point, I said, oh yeah, sure, go ahead and write it. You know, like, I honestly thought you would just be like a lot of people out there that are like, hey, I can write your screenplay for you. And I was like, yeah, go for it. And sometimes we don't even believe. And then when you turn back the first couple pages, I was like, whoa, something's here. This is cool.